driver coming up. You can see him warming up over there. Well, I can't see him warming up. Callum Switchard, Lee Huxley, both these two been on the tear this weekend. Particularly Callum. Qualified high, had a great light in the previous round. Dials 8.82 once again. Going up against one of the masters of bracket racing, full stop, Mr. Lee Huxley. We've got Junior Dragster down there as well. We've got semi-finals, a top speed automated street eliminator. I hope Tony Higgs has made it. I really hope Tony Higgs has made it. And whatever happened wasn't as bad as we hoped. On a sizable hole shot. He was 007 on the tree. Callum wasn't exactly late with a 07. He was right on the money with the dialer, but when the guy in the other lane has a 07 and he's only a few hundredths off, not much you can do. He was only over the finish line by 01. But that was pretty much over on the start line.
That's what you call having him covered, isn't it?
Pretty much. The thing is, when you've got that in the bank off the start line, it gives you so much more wriggle room at the top end, you know. Alan Dibwell and Ian Brown.
Well, the bounty is on Alan Dibwell's head, we know that. If Ian Brown can get past Alan, he'll win it, he'll get to the semi-finals and a bye into the final. It's all to play for here.
So this is for a guaranteed final round place,
basically.
Well, Alan Didwell so far undefeated in 2025. Previous national champ, and he really deserved it when he was as well. He did so well. Went to late rounds at every event. However, no pushover. Ian Brown, 7:58 for the Camaro. Here we go on that number. Alan Dibwell, this is what he did a couple of years ago, wasn't it? He just went to late rounds every single time he showed up, and he's doing it again.
Right, Scott Hauser and Josh Duncan.
Can the giant killing continue for the little rover? It's going to be a rough one, let's face it. It's going to be tough. With Scott in the other lane, he's going to come past him like an absolute freight train at the top end. Crew members on Josh's car, obviously employed for their strength at wagging the doors.
Yeah. The hinge testers.
Josh is hinge tested. Hinge testers get t-shirts made quickly. Right, so Josh will be going first. 8.39 is his dialing. Scotty, 7.34. Was right on his dialing as well, look at that. 840 on a 39. Scott took his drive away at 0.5. He led for the 3.4 again. And in the back on the start line, that's the rhythm. Junior Gangster, round, I lost count, 3.
Yeah, round 3.
Check it with a driver.
Should have been lost by Tom Pickers.
Really?
Yeah, okay. I just remembered actually, but I don't remember, but it's in my notes. Just realised Roosevelt kept the 0005. That's 50 quid for that. I didn't know this had been part of the Green Family sponsorship for Junior Dragster. Okay, so congratulations to Roosevelt for that.
Shared with my and an 0.2 reaction time as well. Let's see if you can run 790 as well. Oh, very well.
racetrack. So thanks again to the Green family for their continued support. And that's the first time that the Perfect Life money will be paid out for Junior Dragster from the Green family. So thank you for that.
Okay, your next pair will be Kai Cooper and Bonnie Openshaw.
The winner of this gets Chev in the semis.
Really?
What's happened to
What a shame. Do you know what? You hardly ever see any breakages or any buy runs in Junior Dragster. And we've had two in two pairs. Mostly. 06 light for Kai and 793. Sets up to the final round against Chevy Chicken. So the Mugridge family moving on with both Nick. And here comes his younger brother, Luke. In the slip tricks lane, 8.06 for Luke. And for Harry Peters, that is 8.24. That's a real shame to go a couple of rounds and not make it to the start, mate.
So 824 plays 806. Harry Peters, his side of the tree will run first. Don't forget the green light. It's a breakout for Luke Mugridge. Wow. 804 as Harry Peters that marches on to the semis where he gets a buy into the final. Wow, Harry Peters is in the final.
You can hear a lot of throttle.
Womping as I think they call it.
Yeah, womping the throttle on and off. We've got Junior Drag Bike coming up. However, drama in the pairing lanes. Rob Carter's got the front end off of the car for Street Eliminator. They're due round after the bikes, I think. They're desperately trying to fix it. Got everybody in there. Okay, Junior Drag Bike, round number 3. Sophie Pollen and Harry Isaacs for a place in the semis, I think, yeah.
893 plays 960. It's a breakout for Harry Isaacs. Got there first, but got there too quick. Oh, by just over 200th. So, 912 takes the win for Sophie Pollen. Number 1 qualifier, staying alive. Alright, this is Jackson King on his predetermined bye. So all he needs to do is take the light, and he'll be through. Obviously he's going to take the run through anyway. So he will race Sophie Pollen in the semi-finals.
Kevin Kent is really happy now because of the logo. Yeah, he's now got the money to run the main event with the funny car. He said he's on his way. Only kidding, Kevin. I'm not going to hold you to that. Happy with the same. We have to get to the next one. Okay, Aileen Lester and Leah Morrison. That's not Lester, is it?
No.
It says it is all the time, but it's not.
It's fun. It's the birthday boy himself, John McClane, is just playing for him in the system. This is a good one. Oh, it's a double breakout, but Spud takes the win. Alea goes 795, Spud goes 44 and a 45. So John McClane is into the semis and he gets a bye into the final on his birthday.
That's the way to do it.
That is the way to do it.
That's what we call a predetermined birthday present, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, up next I think is going to be Sportsman ET, yeah, by the looks of it. So the Carter family have got a little bit more time to work on the Passat. I think they're going to make it by the looks of it. They all feel a bit more relaxed than they did a couple of minutes ago. Sportsman ET for a place in the semi. What a tough crowd this weekend as well. I can't remember the last time you had a bump, actual 32-yard bumps in Sportsman at a national event. Okay, Adam Wakefield taking on Debbie Taylor. 13.60 for Debbie. Will be getting green after Adam.
So Adam Wakefield out in front. It's Debbie that's got to do the chasing here.
I think he missed a gear just not far off the start line. It's Debbie. And Debbie cruises over to a 14.05 win with a 0.43 reaction time. Adam was 0.4 on the tree. I think he missed a shift somewhere along the line.
Right, the truck of Clive Dandridge taking on Sophie Evans with the BMW. Debbie Taylor will be the opponent in the semi-finals for the winner of this pairing. Well, it's the truck that's going to go through.
Yeah, Sophie was clearly moving forward very late. That was actually kind of the idea. Kept pushing qualifier and into the semis.
Alright, Terry Attree and Kirsty Tram. The annoying snail taking on the 50 Shades Camaro.
Kirsty seems to be drawing all the slower cars here. She's got more than a 6.5 second wait on the start line. But she is definitely more than capable of making that up and taking the win. Kirsty's another one that's been around drag racing all of her life, like you, like me. But was finally sucked in by the Diamond Day, wasn't she?
It was, that's right, yes.
It's an event that we run here in March. You've done it, Colin, you've explained it.
Yeah. It's one of those things where you watch it on the banking, you watch it from the grandstand, you think, I think it's about time I had a go, and it cost me a fortune that day.
Yeah, the day itself is not expensive, it's the next 20 years that come afterwards.
That's right, yeah. But no, it's great fun. You get to learn how to drag race, and you think you know what you're doing, but it's all about learning how the tree works.
Which is exactly like that. Thank you, Kirsty, for providing us a perfect example of backing off just at the finish line and not breaking out. She was off the line first, took the strike by 0.2, moves on to the semis.
Right, Night FM have just gone in our ear and said they've run out of eggs, so the competition has closed, which means I'm not going to be able to go and find one myself. I'm gutted.
Realise they had anyone in there that was laying them, frankly.
Very good. Right, Jill Medley, Gary Lake, and Gary's another one from the Diamond Day. Diamond Day, yeah.
Right. There are quite a few that are sort of interspersed in various classes, aren't there?
As I said, I did Diamond Day alongside Alan Medley back in the day. Which tells me I think Jill's probably done Diamond Day as well. 1388 pays 452. Breakout for Jill. She got there first by 0.2. She broke out by nearly a tenth. So Gary Lake is through. So Gary Lake taking on Kirsty Tram. And it's going to be Clive Dandridge taking on Debbie Taylor, semi-finals of Sportsman ET. Right, it is Street Eliminator. Up next, the Bluebird is just going